Hi guys, this is a redirect to my reaction to The Legend of Korra Season 2 episodes 5, 6, 7 and 8. I decided to do a quadruple reaction because episodes 7 and 8 is a two-parter. These were some amazing episodes. The last two episodes were just really interesting, very intriguing, very thought-provoking, just amazing that we got introduced to like the origins of bending in a sense, because we saw the first Avatar and his story, one being the first Avatar. Like I didn't expect that we'd see the story of the very first Avatar, but I'm so glad we did. That was an amazing story, like how he went from being extremely poor to like being able to like get all these elements and be such a compassionate person, and then eventually become the Avatar, and Korra learning about that. But before I get on to what happened in the last two episodes, I just want to go through just to summarize what happened in the first two episodes. So basically, there were some bomb attacks. So basically, Unalaq and his force are like they're against Korra's water tribe. I get confused about like who's the southern and who's the northern, but there's two water tribes that are against each other. Unalaq's water tribe is totally against Korra's water tribe, and Korra, she really wants to defeat Unalaq and stop the rebellion that he's causing. So she asked the president of the Republic City to get an army, get some troops so that she can fight against Unalaq's army. But the president said no, he wants to negotiate a diplomatic deal instead. So he was basically useless, refused, prevented her from even talking to General Iroh. So Korra, she wanted to sneak behind the president's back and actually ask General Iroh to get to so that that she can get some troops to fight Unalaq secretly. But that plan didn't work because Mako has a huge mouth and he just had to tell the president the truth and route out Korra, and I just thought that was such a huge betrayal, and especially considering that he was her boyfriend. Like damn, he's such a prick sometimes. I'm sorry, but I understand that he was part of the law and it's his job that, you know, like you gotta do the right thing. It's all about justice, but at the same time, like Korra was your girlfriend though, like, so I was such a prick, man. Like this guy has no sense of loyalty. He goes from Asami to Korra, and then like he now is getting closest to Asami. To be fair, Asami was the one that kissed him, but still, like it's so, I just hate this whole love triangle thing. It's just so confusing how like there's no couple that sticks around. They always change the ships here, and I just prefer how it was much simpler in Avatar, where we would pretty much figure out that Aang and Katara were going to be endgame because they had like the closest bond, and Sokka and Suki were definitely, almost definitely going to be together. So it made so much more sense because they had so many scenes, so much more chemistry. But in this series, it's just like they just hop on to the next person. Like, I mean, in a way, that's more realistic, but still, it's kind of piss taking for fans, surely, because no one is sticking to someone. They always change the ships, they always change the couples, and like, I'm just so confused. Like, what do I ship? Because, like, I do like Mako and Korra together, but then again, I really like Asami, and Mako and Asami seem cute too. But I'm so confused, and what, and like, what do I ship? Anyway, so yeah, he was a bit irritating, but he was at least proactive in trying to solve the bomb attack that happened in the center. And I was actually thinking that the detonators were actually very different. They didn't look like Water Tribe people. They didn't look like they were from Unalaq's army. So I'm glad that Mako picked up on that as well. And it's probably, I'm not they didn't actually quite solve that yet, but it seems like not from Unalak's army. It's actually some other gang that's doing this. Um, so that's that. So Mako decided to work together with Asami to solve this case. Like, who were the ones who are the ones that are using the detonators, and they made a deal with these gangsters, and it didn't go well. You should never trust gangsters, man. So that happened. And then Cora, she was being chased after by the twins, the extremely psychotic twins who, I mean, they weren't trying to kill her because Unalak said that they need to like bring her alive to him, because he basically needs to use Korra to open up the spirit portal. Um, and we found out that in the spirit portal, like there's that the dark spirit is like trapped in that tree thing. So I'm wondering if he wants to release that or something. I don't know. Anyway, so Korra lost her memory because she got attacked by a spirit in the sea when she was getting attacked by the psychotic twins, but the spirit got to her first though. So she was taken under, but then she sailed. She was swept up on the shore of a different island, and she met these people, random people, and she lost her memory. So this woman, this firebender woman, they put her in, they cleansed her and made her like go through this cleansing ritual so that she remembers her past life, so that she remembers herself, and she actually had this whole ordeal of like remembering her past, literally her past, of remembering her first past life, who was One is the first ever avatar, and I was amazed. I was actually shocked that we got to see his backstory, and damn, I absolutely love that backstory. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Seeing One, like he was like a thief. He was a beggar. He was a poor guy, a very poor guy, struggling to survive, struggling to get food, for him and his friends, and like he was stealing from these royal people. But like then he actually got the fire-bending power from the lion turtle. So basically, the lion turtles back in those days, they were, on top of them were cities, so they were referred to as the lion turtle cities. So I thought that was really interesting that the lion turtles were used to create cities on top of them, and they also were the ones that actually gave the elements to the humans. So basically, One was one of the first ever firebenders, as well as being the first ever avatar to exist. Wow, I'm just amazed by his backstory. So he struggled so much. He was banished from his city because he wanted to start a revolution against the royal family. Because he didn't like the way that the poor people were being treated by the royal family. But because he rebelled and used the firebending power, he had to be banished. But the lion turtle actually still wanted him to have the firebending power. So he went to another city. He actually got the airbending power from another lion turtle city, where he met the airbending monks there, and he actually met some spirits there as well, and he made some spirit friends there. But then he saw a huge battle between was it Ravu, I forgot their names, but basically the light spirit and the dark spirit were fighting against each other, and he broke the bond between the light spirit and the dark spirit, and he didn't realize that the dark spirit was actually the dark spirit, that he was the one that was causing chaos and destruction. And I was actually thinking in my head that this doesn't look right. Like, why would you help the dark one? Because usually the dark spirit kind of looks evil to me, so I thought like, this looks like a trick, to be honest. And I was correct, like it was a trick. The dark spirit basically tricked One into helping him be free from the light spirit controlling him, because there needs to be a balance of like good and bad in the world. It kind of reminded me of the concept of yin and yang. You need a balance. so, you know, good and evil happens in the world. You can't have a dominance of evil, because if there's a dominance of evil, then the world is going to get destroyed basically, and that's what the dark spirit did. So the light spirit was very angry at One for doing that. Obviously One had no idea. So he wanted to fix this problem, and so he teamed up with the light spirit, tried to like resolve the conflicts and the destruction that was going on in the places that the dark spirit was invading in. And yeah, and then he had the final. So once he realized that he actually mastered all four elements, and he converged with the light spirit, which was actually never attempted before. The light spirit has never converged, possessed a human. So she thought it was going to be dangerous, but yeah, it was, because she was not allowed to be inside his body for a very long time, otherwise she'll kill him. So she could only like converge for like a very short amount of time, and with that she is able to actually fight the dark spirit though. So he actually needed the light spirit's help because of the convergence. So then they had the final battle, and damn, that was epic. That was such a dramatic, epic battle. It's like, you know, those finale kind of battles. And it was a finale battle because, you know, it's now or never. If you don't defeat this thing, then this thing is going to destroy the world. And you can't let that happen. So he actually managed to get into the Avatar state. When the harmonic convergence happened, he actually touched the harmonic convergence, and that actually gave him the Avatar state. It's sort of kind of confusing like how that works, but like I'm assuming because it's like spiritual energy that just flowed through him. So when he went into the Avatar state, he actually managed to destroy, well, not destroy him, he managed to like contain him inside a tree, and close him, and to making sure that the spirit world is never opened, making sure that no one releases him ever again. So Korra basically had to go through all that ordeal, this coma state basically of like gain this dream state of what happened in One's life, so that she understands what she needs to do next, because there's going to be another harmonic convergence, so she needs to be prepared for it. So I'm wondering, like, she really needs to like master all four elements before that happens, and there's only little time left. There's only a few weeks till the harmonic convergence. So yeah, it's wow, it's just quite amazing. I didn't know it was going to take this turn, but yeah, that's a really interesting backstory that we saw, and very interesting episodes. So let me know what you think of these episodes, and stay tuned for more.